The best entertaining commentator and the host of the podcast Hidden Football, Lee Star. His greatest supporter and also a commentator, Park Jong-yun. Lee Star's Hidden Football has been the best sports podcast in Korea for 6 years straight. Lee Star and Park Jong-yun have been writing K-League Scouting Report for 2 years, and now they became the official commentators of K-League 1 and 2. The best football commentary duo who provides the most football entertainments in Korea is going to preview the K-League matches every week. Match overview. Ulsan was so close to being a champion but ranked in a second place, and Sangju performed unexpectedly well last season. They both had a satisfying preseason and they're playing against each other in the first round. Ulsan reinforced their squad following this season. Sangju has a relatively strong squad regarding their limited situation in recruiting the players. Sangju's manager Kim Tae-wan must be so happy starting the season. Last season records. Both teams met 3 times last season. The result was Ulsan's 2 wins and 1 draw, never letting Sangju to win against them. In the last game, Ulsan only conceded 1 goal and pouring 5 goals to Sangju. Transfers. Like Jeonbuk, Ulsan focused on reinforcing their squads efficiently. The loss of Kim Bo-kyung is crucial to the team, but they bought the Blue Dragon Lee Chung-yong. This shows how desperate Ulsan is to win the title. Plus, Kim Gi-hee, Jung Seung-yeon, Jo Hyun-woo joined the team to strengthen the defensive line. The pass master Yoon Pit-garam and Under-23 Championship MVP Won Du-jae joined the team in the midfield. Sangju has competitive resources this season as well. The Under-23 Korean national team forwards Oh Se-hoon and Jeon Se-jin joined the military, and a Korean A-team national player Moon Sun-min joined the team too. Additionally, Kwon Kyung-won is one of the crucial players who can play in both midfield and in the back. Match prediction. An unfortunate situation that can change the result of the game happened recently. It was a car accident of Sangju player's bus. On April 29th, Sangju's bus and a 1-ton sized truck crashed on the road. Luckily, there was no huge injury due to the accident, but Oh Se-hoon, Jeon Se-jin, Kim Bo-seop, who can fill the 22 age player quota requirements, are struggling with the after effects. The worst case is that Sangju might have to play with only 2 substitutes without a player under 23. Regarding the current situation and the quality of the squad, Ulsan is likely to win the match. Match overview. Incheon recruited manager Im Won-seop, who led the underdog Ansan to higher rank in League 2. Compared to the recruitment of the talented manager, player reinforcement does not seem as satisfying as the manager. The best transfer in this season is Kim Jun-bum, a 22-year-old midfielder from Gyeongnam. Although they stayed in the first division, it's unlikely that they will perform well this season. Even before the season, the leading defensive player and a captain of the team, Lee Jae-sung, clashed with the coaches and might not be able to play in the first round of the league. The squad does not seem as good as the last season, but they're a slow starter who does well as the season continues. The biggest difference of Daegu is the absence of manager Andre, who led the team's promotion and won the FA Cup. Assistant coach Lee Byung-gun alongside manager Andre became the caretaker manager of Daegu. The manager has changed, but their plan A back 3 tactics is unlikely to change since Lee Byung-gun has been the assistant coach for a while. Daean, an old player who scored 178 goals during 11 seasons, joined the team to add more choices on the attacking line. The biggest strength Daegu has is the back 3 strategy. Many players are positioned at the back of the field, but the attacking speed is one of the fastest in the league. The top player Sejingya is also a threat to Incheon. Match prediction. Incheon had 1 draw and 2 losses against Daegu last season. Incheon did not build their squad enough to beat Daegu this season. Daegu's win is highly promising. Match overview. Both teams are owned by the government and have been relegated before. The former manager of Seongnam, Nam Gi-il, led Gwangju to promotion last season. Both teams have been struggling in the first division, and their aim for this season is to stay in K-League 1. It's quite early to say this in the beginning of the season, but to stay in the first division, the matches against similar ranked teams are important. Since both teams have the same goal, they will attack and pressure aggressively. Last season records. There is no past season record to compare the 2 teams. Gwangju was promoted this season led by Park Jin-seop, and Seongnam changed their manager to Kim Nam-il, so they basically do not have any past matches against each other. Transfers. It's Gwangju's first time to play in the first division under manager Park Jin-seop. Gwangju played strong in K-League 2 with young, passionate players with Park Jin-seop's elaborate tactics. But there are not a lot of players who have played in the first division. So Gwangju bought many veteran players. Han Yong-soo, Kim Chang-soo, Han Yoon in the defensive line, and Kim Yo-gi in the offense who played more than 100 games in the K-League. Also, Marco Urena is a player with lots of experience who played for Costa Rican national team in the World Cup. Seongnam changed their manager recently. The pillar of the Korean national team's midfield in 2002 World Cup, Kim Nam-il became the manager of Seongnam. The former manager Nam Gi-il successfully made Seongnam to stay in the first division with restless playing style. However, there was no leading striker and the foreign players could not adjust in the league. For example, one of the foreign players, Jaja, was known for a food influencer on Instagram instead of a football striker and left the team. For this season, a veteran striker Yang Dong-yeon joined the team. He will play a crucial role in Seongnam's offense this season. Match prediction. Gwangju was in a second division but played very maturely in the league. The core line of the squad, followed by Yoon Pyeong-gu, Ashurmatov, Yeoreum, Felipe, is still competitive in K-League 1. If the game does not go well, the sideline players such as Willian, Won-sang, Doo-yeon-seok can pass quality crosses and a tall striker Felipe can finish it to the goal line. The attacking strategy is simple but strong enough in the first division. It won't be easy for Gwangju, but it's highly possible that Gwangju will smile in the first round of the league.